You said something that's really quite controversial here in Minnesota in some circles. What I heard you say was, and correct me if I'm wrong, because President Trump is a Republican Party and the current president, number 47, the number one that I is it the number one goal of the national organization, the Republican National Committee, is to support President Trump. Did I understand that correctly?
Correct. And I also said that is a change. So the Republican National Committee was founded in 1856, right? Just some background history. So it was started right when the Republican Party was formed within a couple of years. And so this entity has always operated to support Republicans all across the nation. Now, typically, right, you should have the head of your party being the president. If you don't have a president, I get it. There's no one unifying force. So in those interim years where there's not a Republican elected president, I understand that the RNC might to defer to other actions, right? There's not a specific leader. So that makes sense. But when you have a Republican sitting in the White House, traditionally the RNC should support that president and helping them implement their strategy across the country. Now, in President Donald Trump's first term, that ended up not being the case. And it created so much tension that there was kind of a plan hatched after 2020 to try and get rid of people that were not supportive of whoever wins this primary process should be in. So as President Trump was getting closer and closer to 100% securing that nomination, there also was a movement to say, let's make sure that people in the RNC are supportive of President Trump. And if you're not, we're going to do everything in our power to try and remove people like that.
How do you remove them?
We'll run someone against them, you know?
Oh, and at the next opportunity.
Yes. Yep.
Very
To
interesting.
get rid of them. And so now when I ran, I was very vocal about I supported President Trump. And so if someone voted for me in April of 2024, before Trump had technically secured the nomination, I mean, he did by all intents and purposes, but I was already telling people I'm going to support President Trump. And so ultimately, like I said, what's different now than it was before is even to the point of we changed our party platform for folks that paid attention at our national convention, right? So every 4 years, you hold a national convention to endorse a candidate running for president. And then at that convention, you also do some business of the delegates there. And one of those business items is to update or change the party's platform. Well, in this cycle, President Trump, and along with folks in the RNC, believed in order to truly solidify behind President Trump as the party's representative, that we should have a platform that reflects his goals and initiatives. So we basically cut down the party platform and we put in President Trump's really 20 issues that he wants to accomplish legislatively over the course of these next 4 years. So when I say that the RNC right now exists as a body to support President Trump, that's not just lip service. Now, individuals can get elected to the RNC that hate President Trump because we can't control, right, what the delegates in this state or in this territory want to do.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Now, you've been to some of these meetings.
Yeah. I've been to 2 now officially.
2 of them.
Mhm.
Do these people that are really not President Trump supporters, are they vocal or are they hiding?
So I'll say it this way. From my viewpoint, I'd probably say that we have close to a majority, if not a majority, of people that are outright like raw Trump supporters. But there's no there's no one that vocally opposes President Trump. Now, some people could argue that that's not good enough. I think that to try and have a political purity test is dumb. I think, again, you go to your constituents and you say, here's what I support. And if there's people that want to support someone that doesn't support President Trump, that's up to the people. I'm not there to take their power away. But I think that the average person in America is a supporter of President Trump, not only based off of the vote totals of President Trump winning the popular vote, but the Electoral College vote. So ultimately, to answer your question, though, are there any people that are hiding? Probably. Yeah, probably.
Well, I mean,
but I think the majority, though, actually do support President Trump.
On
to
the
point,
RNC, of the
of the
168 of 3 from 50 states and how many territories?
6.